Hey there, Michael Klepik here, ready to sift through the topic of flour dust in industrial settings. Whether you're working in a bakery, flour mill, or food processing plant, flour dust is a common yet sneaky byproduct that can cause all sorts of problems if not managed properly. From health risks to fire hazards, dealing with flour dust requires the right equipment and know-how. So, let's dive in and break down its sources, properties, hazards, and the best methods for controlling it. Flour dust doesn't stand a chance. Let's go. Flour dust originates from various stages of processing and handling flour in industrial settings. Common sources include milling. Flour dust is generated during the grinding of wheat and other grains into fine powder. Mixing and weighing. When flour is mixed or weighed in bulk, dust often escapes into the air. Conveying systems. Flour moves through pneumatic conveyors, silos, and hoppers where dust particles can be released. Bagging and packaging. Flour dust is easily generated during the filling and sealing of bags or containers. Sifting and sieving. As flour is passed through sifters, dust is released into the atmosphere. In short, if there's flour in motion, there's a good chance dust will follow. Flour dust is a fine particulate matter that consists primarily of starch, protein, fiber, and other natural components of grains. Its properties can make it tricky to manage in industrial environments. Fine particles. Flour dust particles are often less than 10 microns in diameter. Their small size allows them to become airborne easily and stay suspended in the air for long periods. Lightweight. Because it's so light, flour dust can quickly spread over large areas and accumulate on surfaces. Combustible. Flour dust is highly combustible and can lead to dust explosions if not properly controlled. Hygroscopic. Flour dust can absorb moisture from the air, which can cause clumping and difficulty in handling over time. The combination of these properties makes it a significant hazard in food production environments. The hazards associated with flour dust go beyond just making a mess. Here's a breakdown of why it's a serious concern. 1. Respiratory health risks. Occupational asthma. Prolonged inhalation of flour dust can lead to baker's asthma, a common condition among workers in the food industry. Allergic reactions. Flour dust contains proteins that can trigger allergic reactions, especially in people with wheat or gluten sensitivity. Chronic respiratory issues. Repeated exposure to flour dust over time can lead to chronic lung conditions like bronchitis or emphysema. 2. Explosive potential combustion. Flour dust is highly flammable and when mixed with air can create a dust explosion. Just a small spark or ignition source can trigger a massive explosion if the dust concentration in the air reaches critical levels. 3. Hygiene and contamination risk. Uncontrolled flour dust can contaminate food products or other areas of the facility, leading to hygiene issues and potential regulatory violations. Effective dust control requires the right aspiration systems and filtration equipment to capture airborne particles before they cause harm. Let's look at some key techniques and filters used to manage flour dust. 1. Aspiration systems. Aspiration systems work by pulling contaminated air, containing flour dust, through a series of ducts and filters to capture and remove the dust before it enters the workplace. Local exhaust ventilation, LEV. Levee systems use strategically placed hoods and vents near dust sources, e.g., mixing stations, conveyors, to capture flour dust as it's generated. Centralized dust collection. In larger facilities, a centralized dust collection system can be installed to handle dust from multiple points of production. Air is pulled through ducts to a central filter where the dust is captured. Enclosed conveyors and equipment. Enclosing conveyors and sifters can help prevent the release of flour dust into the air. 2. Filtration systems. To control flour dust effectively, you'll need industrial-grade filters that can handle fine particles without clogging. BagHouse filters. These are large filters with fabric bags that capture dust as air passes through. The bags can be cleaned periodically by shaking or using pulse jet cleaning systems, making them highly effective for high dust loads. Cartridge filters. Cartridge filters have a pleated design to maximize surface area and capture fine particles like flour dust. They are compact and offer high filtration efficiency. Cyclone dust collectors. Cyclones separate dust from air using centrifugal force. While not as efficient at capturing very fine particles, they are good for pre-filtering large volumes of air and reducing the load on secondary filters like baghouses or cartridge filters. HEPA filters, high efficiency, particulate air, HEPA filters can capture 99.97% of particles down to zero. 3 microns, making them ideal for facilities with stringent air quality requirements. Filter media. The type of filter media plays a huge role in how effectively flour dust is captured. Common materials used for filtering include polyester, good for general purpose filtration. Polyester filters are durable and effective for capturing fine flour dust. PTFE, Teflon, membranes. These are excellent for high performance applications as they offer superior dust release and chemical resistance. Nanofiber filters. These filters are designed to capture ultrafine particles like flour dust. Their fine fibers create an efficient barrier that prevents dust from passing through. Choosing the right equipment to control flour dust depends on several factors, including the amount of dust generated, the size of your facility, and regulatory requirements. Here's what to consider. Dust load. Higher dust loads require robust systems like baghouses or cartridge filters with high airflow capacity and frequent cleaning cycles. Airflow volume. The amount of air you need to treat will dictate the size of your system. Cyclones are good for pre-filtering large volumes of air, but for fine filtration, cartridge filters may be needed. Explosion prevention. Since flour dust is combustible, look for dust collection systems that include explosion-proof features such as spark arresters, explosion vents, and inert gas suppression systems. Filter cleaning. If you're dealing with a lot of dust, opt for filters with self-cleaning mechanisms, like pulse jet baghouses, to avoid downtime and extend the life of your filters. Flour dust might seem harmless at first glance, but its small particle size, combustibility, and health risks make it a formidable foe in industrial environments. The good news? With the right aspiration systems and filters, you can control the dust, protect your workers, and keep your facility safe. If you're looking to install or upgrade your dust collection system, feel free to reach out to us at Torch Air. We've got years of experience designing dust control systems for the food processing industry, and we'll help you pick the perfect solution for your needs. That's it for today's Flory adventure. Stay safe, stay clean, and as always, keep the air you breathe pure.